Hi, I'm Danny, and today I will be doing the Doctor Who book tag. I was tagged by Momo at the BookTube Girl to do this tag, and I am so excited, so let's get into it. First is Classic Who. Name your favorite classic book. I do not actually have a physical copy of this book. I have an ebook, but my e-reader is over there and I do not feel like going to get it. So I'm going to go with Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Next is New Who, a book or series you believe needs a companion novel or series. And I'm going to go with the Goddess Test series. I love this world. I have said before that I want to see more of this world, and I would definitely read a companion series if it came out. Number 3 is TARDIS. If you could travel to any setting in a book, where would it be? I'm going to go with The Underworld from Goddess of Spring. It sounds absolutely beautiful. Heaven and hell are kind of in one world. There's Tartarus, where is the hell portion, and then there's just the underworld where it seems kind of like heaven. Anything you could possibly need or want is in that area, and I would love to see it with my own eyes. Number 4 is The Impossible Girl. Name a book or series that you have not read that seems to follow you everywhere. And I'm going to go with the Luna Chronicles series. I have Cinder, the first book, and I have not read it yet. I know everyone keeps saying it's fantastic, and I've been meaning to get into it, but I'm waiting to where I'm in the mood for a retelling, but at the same time I'm in the mood for science fiction, because I don't pick up science fictions very often, which is why I have very few on my TBR list. This is one of the ones at the top, and as you can see, I have moved a select few TBR books into my room so that I can just pluck from them in the middle of the night and I don't have to go back to my other room to get them. So this is definitely on the top of the list, but I'm just waiting to where I'm in the mood for it, because I'm a mood reader and I just can't pick up a book and say I'm going to read you, because I'll get like 30 pages in and then the book will just go away. Number 5, Doomsday, a book that had a tragic twist. I kind of saw this one, the tragic twist that ended up being okay in the end. I saw it coming. I thought it might have been a possibility, but I was hoping that Sarah would not be that cruel. But she was, and that is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Her Feyre's last trial in this book was absolutely cruel and heartbreaking, but though things ended up okay in the end, it was still just like my heart. The Face of BoE, a book that you do not understand, and I'm going to go with this book's ending. The book I understood for the most part, but the ending, it was kind of like, what? The ending literally just came out of left field. From one moment he wanted to be with her, he kept begging her to be with him, and then suddenly he literally, like one page later, he wanted to kill her, and there was just no rhyme or reason to it, and that is Uninvited. I gave this one a really low star rating because the book was okay to begin with, but once that ending hit, I'm like, I'm done with you. I'm done. I'm going to push my way through these like last 10 pages, and then I'm just done. Sonic Screwdriver, a gadget from a fictional world that you want. And other than the actual sonic screwdriver from Doctor Who, which does everything you can possibly imagine except for wood, it does not work on wood for some freaking reason. You think after 1,000 years the Doctor would finally figure out a setting for wood, but he has not. But maybe one day he'll get there. But anyway, other than the sonic screwdriver, I would love either a Steely or Seraph blade. Not that I'd probably ever use them, because I don't think I'd have enough nerve to fight demons, but I'd like one of them just to have. A Steely, definitely. River Song, a character you find complicated. And like River, this character I kind of like sometimes, and then other times I really don't like so much. And that is Chronos from the Goddess Test series. Now Chronos is pretty dang complicated. He does good things, but then he also does a lot of bad things. He does things for a reason that you can understand, but then he does bad things too, and you can kind of understand those too. And so yeah, he's just pretty dang complicated. And like River, I don't like him all the time. Weeping Angels, a book where you felt like you couldn't blink, and I'm going to go with Airfire. This entire book, I felt like I couldn't blink, otherwise I'd miss something majorly important, which led to a lot of dry eye. Sorry, my camera died, and it died on the very last question, so let's get to this last one. And last but not least, Regeneration, a book or series that you have decided to give a second chance. And I'm going to go with the Lost Voices series by Sarah Porter. I feel very conflicted about this book because while I did enjoy it for the most part, there were a lot of parts and scenes that made me either confused or feel kind of depressed because this is a pretty dark book. It starts off with the main character almost being raped and before she becomes a mermaid, and all the other girls have similar stories, so it's very dark and pretty depressing. So I've decided to give this series another chance because I do want to know what happens next. But that is my Doctor Who tag, and I'm not quite sure who I will be tagging at this moment, but I will link it in the description below, so if you want to know if you were tagged, check there. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!